Happy pre-hump day. It's Tuesday. You see these little curls at the bottom? I bought this little doohickey. I was searching for bang wigs because I kind of want to give my hairline a rest and to constantly having it pushed back. So I wanted to get like regular braids and have the combs be back here. But anyway, I was looking for human hair wig bangs, and in the video description, this woman had this wand thing where you press the button, it sucks up the hair, rolls it, curls it. So she had a very expensive one, and I bought like the knockoff version on Amazon for $40, and it came same day shipping. This is why I'm addicted. I ordered it 7:30 in the morning, and it was at my house by like 5:30 the same day. That's crazy. Anyway, I love it. It did little bit of curls. I know you can curl from a flat iron, but I'm not really good at it. And flick of the wrist and all that. But this was just suck it in and out, and literally took me 2 minutes. And I did these curls yesterday, and they still here. That wouldn't work on my natural hair, but this nice wig, quote unquote human hair, I'm guessing it's human. I don't know. It's not synthetic, but it might be dog or horse. But anyway, it worked really good. So I am on a high right now. And let me tell you what I did. My mood is up, my energy is up, my eyes are up. Usually when I do these videos in the morning, I'm like fucking tired. So my son, my kid's been going in my bed every night. My son, I think he fights crime in his sleep because he is a wild sleeper. Like, he violently throws his body and thrashes in the bed. But anyway, he thrashed himself into my solid wood headboard and busted his lip. So he banged his head. We heard the whimpering and crying. My husband said, "You all right?" And he was like, "Yeah," and then went back to sleep. Blood on my pillow and everything when we woke up in the morning. But anyway, when that happened, I couldn't go back to sleep. And it was around 5 o'clock in the morning. And we wake up 5:45, 6 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm up. I go downstairs and I go on my exercise bike. Now, mind you, I haven't been on this exercise bike, I want to say, since we moved in the house. I've been on it once. That was a year and a half ago. Maybe twice. So I get on the bike and I do 25 minutes. So 20 minutes, and then I did like a 2-minute warm up and a 2-minute cool down. But anyway, did about 25 minutes on the bike. Nothing crazy. It sounds cliche, but I got all this damn energy. And this is the same feeling I would feel when I used to get up 4:30 in the morning and drive to Planet Fitness, work out, shower, brush up my hair in a bun, and go to work. And I used to have all this energy. Oh my God, it sounds cliche, but I guess working out in the morning releases some endorphins or whatever, and I'm wide awake. And even my husband was like, I'm like, come on, honey, you got to move faster, go in the shower, and he was like, don't be rushing me because you worked out this morning. I steamed the kids' clothes. I steamed his clothes. I put the garbage in the front. I made him a turkey sandwich for breakfast, packed a lunch, I did all of this stuff, played with the kids. We do affirmations. So I do affirmations with my kids. It's something that we made up together. And I scream at them, 1, 2, 3 affirmations. And they do there's a whole hand movement, but I can't do it while I'm driving. But we go, hold on, there's some idiot trying to cross over. Okay, we go, I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm beautiful. And I have them scream that. Long story short, there was a situation where a family member called my son ugly, and everybody, very close family member. And because he was, I was explained to death, but it was explained to me that she called him ugly because he was wearing princess dress-up clothes, and that him dressing up like a girl was ugly. Not necessarily he was ugly, but at the time he was 3, and my argument to it was, he's 3. He doesn't know your context. You calling him ugly, he's gonna think you're calling him ugly. He's not going to understand that you don't agree with cross-dressing or what have you. So ever since that, my son periodically, even after that incident was over, would ask me, am I ugly? Mommy, am I ugly? He would ask me that. So, I would say no. I would get angry. And then I realized that my anger directed to this person is not going to help my son with his self-esteem. So we created affirmations, and let me tell you, it has worked. My son thinks his shit don't stink. He thinks he's the hottest thing around, and that's what I wanted. I want my crooked tooth, skinny, oblong-faced, no-ass son thinking he's the hottest thing that your God has ever created. So anyway, we do affirmations. My son loves the affirmations. We do that in the morning, but usually my affirmation energy is very low. It's, come on, guys, let's go. But today I was like, let's go, affirmations. And I had all this energy. So I guess this is something I'm going to do because I frequently wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up before the alarm, and what I do is I sit on my phone in the bed and I just scroll, or TMI, I sit on the toilet bowl for 35 minutes on my phone just slow shitting. And let me tell you something, TMI warning, after I worked out on this exercise bike, I had the easiest shit I have had in a long time. That shit just slid right out. So I think this is something I'm going to do. So like I said before, I had hit a plateau. I only lost about 3 pounds in the last couple of months. And so that's my switch up. I'm going to do a little 25-30 minutes on the bike. And I might do it when I come home. If I could, my bike is in my kids' playroom area. So I could just have them in the playroom. While they're in the playroom, I could just be on the bike. Because I'm very conscious about not being in the same room with them. Even when they go upstairs and play in their room. When my husband came home, he was like, why were you all upstairs? Why were you upstairs? Because I was like, well, they wanted to play in their bedrooms. So I wasn't comfortable starting dinner and stuff being downstairs and they were alone in the room. So when they're in their playroom, I can go on the bike, and they kind of want to be where I am anyway, and I usually want to limit them to their playroom to keep the mess there. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little whatever time I can in the morning, 20 minutes, just to get my mood up, and maybe I'll do another half an hour when I get home, and that'll be an hour. I used to get my exercise by by plugging in my car at the public charging station and then walking back. But it's just been really cold. I could bundle up, but it's been bone chilling cold. And the problem with that when I'm walking is that I get a pep in my step and I sweat. And then I can't keep that momentum to keep that sweat going, so I'm wet, and then I get really cold. And it's painfully cold. So it's too cold for me to walk. And let me do this exercise bike that I bought during the pandemic and paid probably $100 for. But when I went on it today, it was squeaking like a motherfucker. And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, should I buy another one? I said, fuck no. Put my headphones up louder and let that shit squeak. I'm going to ride that shit into the dirt. It ain't broken. It's still working. You know what? I think I have a problem. My family and I potentially have a change in our income, very strong change in our income coming when, my husband might be changing departments and professions a little bit. Still not-for-profit, but different sector, which comes with a salary boost. And my ghetto ass is already spending the money. But I did spend it wisely because his work clothes, his office clothes, although we dry clean it, we take it to the dry cleaners. It's not dry clean. They launder it, which I'm fine with. Because at one point we were spending 99 cents to get a shirt laundered and pressed. And to me, it's worth the money because I was trying to save money by ironing it themselves. And it took me a whole Sunday to iron his clothes. And it still didn't look as good and as fresh as the laundromat. So that is you know, a splurge is to have the clothes laundered. So, you know, over time they fade. And I'm not spending a bunch of money on clothes. You know, he used to spend money on shirts at Express when he was single and he didn't have no responsibilities. So he still got Express shirts that got to be about 15 years old. Because we've been together over a decade and he had them shirts before he even got with me. So, you know, over time they fade or whatever. So I went out and I bought him some new dress shirts and some new pants and some new shoes for this new situation he might have going on. So I did do that, and it wasn't a lot of money. Between Kohl's and Macy's, I think it was $250, if that, and it's a lot of stuff. Shoes included. You know, men's shoes, dress shoes are expensive. But you know, I know how to hit a sale, and I got Kohl's cash, so I'll buy more stuff with that. But look at me talking about let's go spend the money and go get a new exercise bike when I got one that's a little noisy, and probably when I use it more, it'll get nice and lubed up again and the sound will go away. So anyway, that's my little tidbit for the morning. I did some exercising and I'm on a natural high. I'm awake. I feel good. Everything feels nice and fresh, and I might keep it going. I'm not in pain. You know, because when I bought the bike, I was 320 pounds, and sitting on it used to hurt me. It used to hurt me. I used to have to sit on a pillow because my ass would stick out on the handlebars, and it would hurt. And I didn't have to sit on a pillow. I sat on the seat that it came with, and it was fine. My knees don't hurt. My back don't hurt. It was nice. It was nice. All right, guys. I might see y'all later on. I might do another video on what's going on in the world. But if not, you know, have a great day. Bye.